Hi, this is Kyle from Janko International. Today I'm going to be going over a quick overview of our software. I'll start with point of sale. The first question a customer usually asks me is, how do you create a new ticket? To begin, you'll click New Ticket over here on the left. In the customer lookup screen, you can either create a new customer with the New button or look up an existing customer. I'm going to use an estimate I've already created. So you'll see that I've already taken in this customer's information and their vehicle information. I can look up history on the customer using this button. It also allows me to reprint any invoice from any point in time. I can also look up history specific to one's vehicle using this button below. This is a newer vehicle, so I don't have any history on it yet. The next tab is the Inspection Service Request tab. From here, you'll type in all the problems the customer is having with their vehicle. You can also print this information with the Print button. Our third tab is our Items tab. This is where you'll place all the parts that you need to repair your car. Notice that we have many different catalogs to help you select the right part for the job. We also have a Decline Parts feature, which will allow you to save work for a later time. You'll notice here that the total will decrease after I decline the part. We also have a Smart Pack feature, which allows you to build packages like an oil change. It'll give you many different parts to choose from, instead of having to go find each one individually. Our fourth tab is our Jobs tab. You'll see a breakdown of your parts here. You can also select which technician worked on the ticket. If it's the same technician for the entire vehicle, just select your technician and hit Copy to all below. Notice you can also decline parts, look at margins, select a technician if you have a comeback, take a discount, or discount shop supplies from the screen as well. Our final tab is our Finish tab. From here you can select the salesperson that goes on your invoice. You can use customer rewards if you have that program activated. You can select which comments and scripts print using this menu here. The Custom tab is for you to write any information you want to convey to your customer. The Payment detail over here on the left will allow you to select which payment tender the customer uses. I'll just select Visa. I'm able to enter the card number, expiration date, and the authorization date, but I don't need to do so. I'll just hit Apply. From here I can hit Print Invoice. But notice I missed the vehicle identification number, so it's prompting me to go back and enter it. It'll actually pull up the screen where I need to do so. Once I've done that, I can push Print Invoice again, and I'm able to print my invoice out. And now I've printed my first invoice. Also notice on the point of sale menu that I have many different tabs up here. I can look at specific types of estimates, in this case completed. These are also customizable. I can look at all the estimates in the system, the invoices I've done today, or all the invoices in my system. We also have a Find Ticket function to make it easier to pick out a specific ticket. The next module I'll go through is the Sales module. By going back to Main Menu, I can just click on Sales under Point of Sale. From here I have Close Period, Print Reports, and Email Reports. The most important function here is the Close Period. You'll want to do this every day after completing your work. You'll notice in red here I have to complete my cash drawer. You can use our reconciliation function here. Notice I've taken in no cash, but I have done a check, so I'm able to take a look at which invoice that was. It's also showing me the credit card totals for the day. Once you've reconciled your cash drawer, all you have to do is just approve it and then push OK. Now you'll notice that I have print close day and the close day functions, which were grayed out before. From there, I can pick either or. Most of the time you'll want to print close the day, that way you can see your reports for the day. StockTrac has very detailed reports which you can view at the end of the day or anytime from the Print Reports menu in the Sales module. After you've viewed your reports, all you have to do is click the X button up top. The system then offers to close the day, so I'll push yes. Once it's done doing everything that it needs to do in the background, your day will be closed, and from here you can actually go home for the day. There are many other features in Sales, but they can be covered at a later time. For the rest of my video, I would just like to briefly cover our other modules. I'll start with the Employees module. The Employees module is a fairly simple module. You have the ability to clock in and clock out. You can make schedules for your employees, look at their commissions and averages. You can even check your gross payroll from this screen. The most important function in here is the Edit Employee function, where you can actually go in and edit how the employees are paid, what information they have. There's many different possibilities in this module. All of these can be covered with training through Janko International. The next module I'd like to cover is the Accounts Receivable module. Here you can keep track of your charged customers. You can create new transactions for them if needed. You're able to create service charges if you choose to do so. You can also print statements or detailed reports. Additional information about accounts receivable can be found on our knowledge base online. Another module we have is the Inventory module. From this module, you're able to look at your inventory as a whole. It's sorted by category, and you can also look at it per part. You're able to change both your selling prices and your labor costs in here, as well as any other information you may require. We're also able to place orders through StockTrac. You can do so electronically or just by printing a piece of paper if you prefer to call your vendor. Inventory also has a lot of different reports available. For example, I can look at my total value of inventory, a worksheet with my on-hand values at the shop, or my top sellers, which shows all my moving parts. Our global report function is also a very strong tool. I can take an entire category and add a hazardous material fee to it. Or I could do something like increasing your selling price by 10%. All we have to do is set it up. The final module I'd like to cover is our vendor tracking module. Any orders you make, either from the point of sale screen or from the inventory ordering screen, will be copied here as long as you enter the invoice number. Vendor tracking also has detailed reports that you can view, such as a vendor list, vendor detail, which will show all your purchases, or a summary on both vendors or invoices. This concludes the overview of StockTrac. Feel free to contact us using the information in the description if you have any additional questions or would like to schedule additional training. Thank you.